That's very precarious. I had a request for this tune here. We did a gig in Ireland, what was that, about 2 or 3 weeks ago now. And this is one of the songs that we've been playing a bunch. We just released it as a single. I've linked that down below as well. But it's a version of Copperhead Road. And so we're going to break down the whistle flute solo bit, the melody bit of that, see what we can do. All right, so there's 2 parts to this, what I would consider sort of an A part and a B part. They're significantly different. The A part is sort of this A modal, D modal, A minor-y kind of thing, and the B part's basically in G, so something to keep in mind. Here's how it starts, starting with what we're going to call the A part. Pretty simple little line there, and that repeats. And we do a stop and some other various hits and such nonsense in it, but that's kind of the gist of it. Here's the B part of the solo-y thing. It's also the same thing as the melody that gets sung, but here we go. So that's how the line ends, and I got a F natural in there, which is a little tricky, which is why I play it on the flute. And then you've got the C natural below the lower D, the lowest note you've got. So you kind of have to jump the octave there. Ornaments-wise, there's a couple of things I'll do differently. Sort of making it a bit more notey and adding in a couple of things there, but slide, and then the roll there. When I hit that D, I'll kind of be bouncing off that top finger. Just a quick pop there. I do a lot of tonguing and articulation in this to get a bit of separation between the notes. That's sort of just personal style. I just think it works. I think it sounds good. Feel free to make that more legato if you're feeling it. Same thing with that little walk down. Usually separate those out a bit, but kind of gives it a little bit of a lift, I think, to separate them. But maybe that's just me. The other thing I'm doing there is that little triplet. Just kind of a cool way to jump up from that, was it A to D, I guess? Works pretty well that way. B part, I'm doing a couple of slide. Sliding into that B, I think is just a great sound. Flute or whistle, it just works really well. Not really doing anything, just tapping on the A. And then a cut there to separate it. That line repeats. And then we get into that F natural bit. That's one that just takes a bit of practice where you're kind of rolling off that E to making it just north of an E, not quite enough sharp. And then I finish the phrase with a quick double cut. These 2 fingers, that's how I do it. That's what I'm doing with this tune. And of course I do switch instruments. I go from flute to whistle and I end up way in the second octave. Cover your ears when you're doing that, or have a whistle that's not super shrill. And ultimately there what you're doing, since you can't cross finger that C natural, I'm doing a half hole. Whew, yeah. It's shrill, so keep in mind you only have to do that once, or at least I'm only doing it once, and that's for a good reason. Anyway, quick and dirty. If you like it, let me know. Check out the whole version down below in the comments there. We got it linked on Spotify and I think on Bandcamp. Not sure. We'll see. Check us out and let me know what you think. See you all in the next one. Cheers.